What's up, everybody? We're back. Week 3, Sunday stream. I'm your host, Ben Hostler, joined by Sam Sherman, the newly engaged Sam Sherman. Ladies, I know you guys are watching this. I know you guys love Sam. He's off the market, unfortunately, for you guys. You guys waited too long to make your move. He is off the market. But
I
yeah,
tried
dude,
to hold out.
I know,
Like
I know
yeah,
he was holding out for some of these ladies watching the stream, but you guys just waited a little bit too long. He had to ask, and congrats though,
Ben, I
honestly
have to
on that.
interrupt.
Congrats.
Say, someone CJ just goes, "Imagine we just get Anthony," and he goes, "Thank God, no."
Wait, where? Oh, I see that. Yeah, that. So last week Sam and I both were at weddings, so we weren't able to do this. I think it's the only week I won't be able to do it, the Sunday stream. But
Yeah,
so obviously you and I
no,
were both gone. So I was thinking about that like Friday night. I was like, I wonder who they're like putting on that show. And I was just like imagining like the go live like notification and then like the intro screen disappears and it's just Anthony. And I was just like imagining all the people watching, like how
I wouldn't.
upset
We
they
wouldn't.
were.
I wouldn't do that. Like that's too mean. Like that's so. Yeah,
Yeah, so this isn't on Twitter today, it's only YouTube. So if you guys want to ask questions, you got to go to YouTube because I don't know what's going on with like the Twitter feed, but I think we have to like fix that. I don't know. I saw a message about it, but I don't know. YouTube only. This is a fun slate, I think. Like I don't think there's any must play running backs, which generally isn't the case. So I actually think this is a pretty fun week. So we're gonna go ahead, dive in. We'll start answering your questions. Spam your questions. If we miss it, just ask again, and we'll eventually get to it. First question from Jeff: Saquon in cash. I think on FanDuel, 100% you're playing Saquon in cash. I think on DraftKings, he's gonna be pretty high owned. I personally don't have him
yeah.
on DraftKings at the moment. I know Sam does. I know Matt, who provides core plays and some content for us. I know he does. Let me check Anthony's real quick, actually. But I think a lot of people will be playing him in cash. Anthony does not have him. So
Yeah, I
me,
mean, I
me,
like him.
me and
I
AC
would
are on an
agree. I don't think
island.
he's like a must.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I
I,
don't.
I think he's a
He's
good
definitely
play.
not like a must. Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I will say maybe he's ownership goes a little down with Madison, but probably not really. He'll still be. He'll probably be the chalkiest running back in cash besides Clyde.
Yeah.
Um,
Need Ben's voice over audiobooks. That does not sound enjoyable, personally. I would
no, that sounds incredible. That's love that.
Saquon Madison in
Um,
cash. That's like the
that's a,
question, right? You think? I think that's probably the question.
I mean, I don't know. It's not like Madison's in a great spot ever if like Cook's officially like not playing at all. But like I think Saquon just has such a more like established role. Like not that Madison won't take on like the role. Like you have to remember like Mike Zimmer is an idiot. So it's like you have to remember like there's a good chance like Abdullah is just in on like key moments for no reason. Like he's just I don't know.
Yeah. Um
But I can also totally see a situation where like Cook isn't officially quote unquote out, but he's like limited, and that's like, oh my god, it's like what the hell do we do with this now?
yeah, I could certainly see that as well. But I think
Uh, Going 1v1, I would choose Saquon, but I don't think it's like not because I dislike
I
Madison. I
think I
just
would
I
take
picked one.
Madison. I think Madison's going to be higher owned.
Yeah, probably.
I think Saquon
Um,
probably has a higher ceiling though.
Eckler, Ben I know loves. I like him too. My only thing with Eckler, I will say, as of the last like couple hours, Eckler is going to be really high on just because if Cook is out, I think people just drop down to Eckler.
I don't think anyone's playing Eckler.
Not
Eckler's like my
oh
number one play this
okay.
week. I don't think anyone's playing him. I think for
Yeah,
cash, people are going to use Madison, Saquon, Clyde.
Clyde.
I
Yeah.
think that's probably like the three.
I
And
think Ben's
Henry
insane
too.
to think that
Henry's gonna
Eckler's
be owned too. I don't have Henry, and he's gonna be owned definitely.
Sorry, Tom. I don't. Are you saying Eckler and Monty is in David Montgomery? Because
It's Eckler.
I don't know. With Fields, like I have a lot less interest in Montgomery.
Eckler like owns the Chiefs too. I don't know like if you knew that, but I don't know. His
He
last
does
like
actually. That's
couple
great.
games, he always crushes them, I feel like.
Yeah. Madison Bengals or Chase Titans. I assume you mean Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I mean it's the first one for cash.
I mean, it's definitely the first one. I mean, honestly, like Matt said, I think actually the way better play in the Bengals game is Tyler Boyd. But
I think Chase is
wait,
a
so
good
yeah, is
play,
T Higgins?
especially with Higgins is not playing, but with a lot of those, the Steelers' defense is really banged up. So I actually think Burrow will have some more time to throw than usual.
No,
So
I
I
get
still
it, but
like
I'm saying like
Chase,
the
but Boyd
Steelers.
is a good play too.
Yeah, but I mean, who's it won't mean. I just feel like Chase will have way tougher coverage if you want to go into that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like Pittsburgh's secondary is old. You know, like all those guys are old, especially like Joe
Yeah,
Hayden and all their good guys are old. I feel like Chase is can run by them, but
yeah.
I could be wrong.
Um, Need to start two. Clyde, Harris, Shepard. Okay, never Melvin, ever. Um,
It's
I would say
probably Shepard and one of the
yeah,
first two.
yeah. I'd say
Damian
like
Harris has the tougher matchup, right? Definitely.
yeah. Saints run D is like not that terrible, honestly. I would probably say Clyde, but like not that I don't know. It's definitely
It's
just never
probably Clyde and Shepard for me
just drop
personally.
Melvin. Ridley, yeah, I mean he's
He's too
again.
cheap.
I keep saying I think the dumbest term is like due because like no one's really due, but like Ridley has like getting a ton of targets and hasn't really like gone off. The only problem is that Matt Ryan is dust, but Ridley's always kind of a good play. Uh, Favorite wide receiver under 4K for cash.
A lot of
I mean,
people
I
are
can't
playing Osborne. I don't like Osborne. I don't know if I'm feel
no,
like I'm the only person
zero
that has said
interest.
this, but
If
I
I
just
had to
don't
play
like him.
one under, if I had to play one person under four, which I'm not personally, but I would either play Van Jefferson, which is not that stable, or like Hardman maybe. But I don't love Hardman cash at
I
all.
would I mean Hardman's my favorite. It's just like I don't know. I don't like Osborne
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
no, I think that's just he's like caught some serious. I don't know.
Who is this guy in the chat? Make this
Um,
fun falling asleep. Okay, go. You
bro,
don't have to watch this, bro. What like are you tied up being
bro,
forced to
dude,
watch this? Like you don't have to watch.
I mean, how can I be still hyped up? And people ask me about Melvin Gordon, who I hate, who's the worst man alive.
I
Is
don't
that
even know who
fun?
this is. Like this guy must be
Uh,
new.
all right, so last Sunday when you jabronis at the gate, okay, Sean is always trolling. Yeah, but I will say, based on that, I will. Okay, so I think that I personally am not playing Derrick Henry, but I will say he probably could. He'll be a little higher on now that Cook is out, but I don't think Henry's gonna be that high owned. Do you? Like, I don't think he's gonna be like 25% owned.
Uh, yeah.
You think he could get up?
I it's tough. I I do think like the Cook news like loosens that a little bit because people. I really think like the chalk trio is just Madison, Barkley, Clyde. So I think that
Yeah,
loosens it a little bit. But I think Henry's probably fourth in ownership.
yeah. Then I would say you would probably agree Madison's like on FanDuel he's way too cheap for
Yeah,
cash,
yeah,
right?
he's definitely a must on FanDuel. Wait, like 5,200, whatever he is stupid.
Yeah, it's Uh, Mike Davis, I don't know, dude. I always play Mike Davis a lot. I just think like with this weird Cordell Patterson thing, which is hilarious in its own right. I can't trust like the volume with Mike Davis.
Yeah,
Plus Matt Ryan's. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I don't think he's like a bad, terrible play, but I would not like force him into lineups.
yeah.
Uh,
To whoever said that they could use, where's that at? They could use Abdullah, Kevin. So last week Abdullah ran run one route compared to Madison's 9 routes, Abdullah is like a
Mhm.
key like special teams player for them. So I'm not saying that he's not going to get in because he's gonna get in, especially if Cook isn't active because they're only going to have 2 running backs, Abdullah being the second.
Mhm.
But I don't think he's just going to dominate like all third downs, like everything like that. Like he's going to be like if it's like a 2 minute drill, I could see them putting him in. But
Mhm.
Madison's still going to be involved in the passing game. So I don't think Abdullah's
Yep.
going to take all the work. Like I don't think it's going to be like 60-40.
Ben, this is a good one actually. Eckler, Hawk, or Henry and Higby. I.
That is a
It's
tough
actually a
one.
really tough question.
That's tough. I think
I.
I think second is going to be high
Yeah.
round.
I weirdly would probably take the first one, but
Yeah, I like the
I
first
think
one. I think second will be high
yeah.
round.
Um, favorite 3 max GBP deck. I don't know. I really like playing um, Daniel Jones with Saquon and then one receiver, if that, and then running it back with Kyle Pitts or Ridley. I'm gonna get absolutely roasted when Daniel Jones has like 4 points, but I like that stat.
Marvin
I'm
Jones
okay
is
with
not a
it.
lock, CJ, but I think he's a good. I still think he's a really good play. And earlier on this week, it kind of looked like he was going to be decently owned, but with all this news that's come, I don't think anyone is playing him, so that just makes me like even more.
Yeah, but I don't know about you. I'm not playing Odell. I don't care if he's
No,
like one of the only options.
I think
No
Odell
interest.
is going to be kind of like on a snap count. I haven't seen any news on that, but it would not surprise me at all. So I'm
Dude,
just
I
not
saw
playing.
I saw earlier today. The 3 highest targeted players on the Browns are all tight ends.
Yeah, I told I don't know if I was talking to Anthony last week, but they ran a ton after that first game against Casey. The number one thing I noticed, they were running a ton of 3 tight ends. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was insane. Like every like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like every drive for a couple plays they would have 3 tight ends on the field. It was insane.
Um, I don't have any interest in James Robinson because I hate Urban Meyer. Um, I just don't know what they're doing with him. But Javonte Williams, I have like interest in like a GPP in like one, but that's definitely like super high risk. You kind of got to hope he scores or they get out to a massive lead. But I do like him because I think he's way better than Melvin, obviously.
Metcalf or Godwin for FanDuel cash. FanDuel's a little bit different. DraftKings
Yeah.
Godwin's gonna be super high owned. FanDuel I think it's a little bit looser. I have DK in my FanDuel cash, and I don't have Godwin, so I would pick DK.
Oh, Bama, we missed DK Cash QB. I would say like if I had to give my like three, it would be like Fields and then like Lamar or Kyler, I guess.
Yeah, Fields.
Yeah,
I don't know, Fields, Lamar, and I mean I would say Kyler because Kyler's my favorite play, but I don't really think Kyler's gonna be owned anymore. So I would probably say like Stafford because I think Woods and Cup are both gonna be chalky, but I don't know if people are
Mhm.
playing Stafford, which makes no sense to me. Because if I was playing both those guys, I would just play Stafford.
Uh, Jeff, I wouldn't say like Clyde is like bad chalk because we were talking about this before the stream. Like, it's not like he's like a backup who's stepping into a role of like maybe. It's like he gets the opportunities. He just like people kind of are remembering only that he fumbled last week, which is actually the first fumble of his career. So like, I don't know if he's bad chalk, but because he's just so cheap, it's like I don't know. I mean, he kind of makes sense because his price makes no sense that it's clear at all. Like, I don't know. I think I don't think I would never be like, oh, that's like a stupid auto pivot like guy who could get like 5 touches. Like I don't think that's the case here.
Yeah.
Uh, favorite tight end outside of Kelsey and Waller, definitely Higby and Pitts.
Pitts and Hawkinson, probably.
Yeah, Hawkinson too. Um, Herbert, Eckler, Keenan. No, that's probably how I would stack it. Honestly,
Yeah,
exactly how I'd stack it.
that's fine. Because normally you would be running the double stack with your quarterback, so it's no different
Mm-hmm.
than that. So two guys with Herbert is fine as long as you get someone on the other side.
My top stacks would be obviously Rams, Bucks, and then to like full. Like, I don't know. I was telling Ben this. I like the Chargers, but I think still it's gonna be a situation where like we just don't stack the Chiefs again. Like that's why I just always never do that, and then it's Mahomes goes nuts. So I think honestly, like this Chiefs stack could be lesser owned than the Chargers.
Cup and Godwin locks. Yeah. I think those guys are locks in cash on DraftKings.
Thoughts on Chubb, dude? I keep wanting to play him, and like he's gonna be
I don't
under
know
5%
why.
owned.
It's so weird, man. The Browns, they've actually been running the ball a lot, but like they include Hunt so much. Like it's just it's tough. He's definitely a play for tournaments. Like if you want to play Chubb and then use the Browns defense on like a non-Fields team, I think that's definitely a fine tournament move.
Yeah.
But he basically has to score because he just doesn't get enough volume.
And he has been scoring. Like I will say, it is concerning when you see like he over the first 2 games, he's only carried the ball like 13 times a game.
It's weird, man.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I looked at his snap share and it was like 60%, like 55%. Crazy.
Yeah. Do you guys like Hollywood? Yeah, I like Hollywood Brown a lot. I think it's so common. I get it to like if you're playing Lamar, just to not play with anyone because he's so efficient, like in terms of points. But I think to make it literally makes you different to stack Lamar with one of his guys.
Yep.
Because people just think he can play him without anyone.
Cook is not officially out, but Schefter said he was unlikely to play. I could see him being active in like the emergency case. So like if like if Abdullah got hurt and then like Madison randomly got hurt, they had to like put him in. But I really don't think he's gonna play now that they said that.
Ben, do you still like the Bills stack or no? I just keep getting burned by Josh Allen. So
Sean, I have 3 tournament teams on DraftKings today. I have Bills stack, Rams, and I don't know what the other one. Oh, Kyler. So that's my 3, but I really like the Bills stack still.
Favorite GPP running backs?
Leonard Fournette for me.
So who?
Eckler and Leonard Fournette are my 2 favorites.
Dude, I keep wanting to play Fournette, but like, God,
it's a good way. Like, if you're not playing that game stack, like you can get a piece of that game and just hope he scores the touchdowns. Because Jones is basically done, in my opinion. Like, I think Fournette is going to get a lot of work, like early downs, and then I think obviously they have Bernard, but I think Fournette's interesting at his price.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I think it's a little riskier because they could, but I think with Carson Wentz basically in a wheelchair. And then I do like
how is he playing?
I think Bengals run D has looked like kind of not horrendous, but like I thought Najee Harris is gonna be really chalk, and he's like not going.
Yeah, early week I thought he was gonna be on too, but he's not going to.
Yeah, like Ben is literally has like every injury he could have. And then I always play Chase Edmonds, but that doesn't work, so I wouldn't recommend that. But favorite single entry running backs? I mean,
it's still Eckler. I really just don't think people are playing him. I have 100% Austin Eckler today. I'll be honest with you.
I think Eckler's interesting. Yeah. Patterson? No, I'm not playing Cordell Patterson.
No, I'll pass
price too. Then would you DK, Cup, Allen? Kind of depends on the lineup, but like it depends like your quarterback is or anything. Like I would choose just like without any other information, I would choose DK and Cup.
Same. I think this is the DK. Like, doesn't it feel like they want to get him going today? I know, like
I'm putting DK like everywhere. I think him and Jefferson stack. I love it. The highest ceiling stack you could have in that game.
I like DK today too.
Yeah, Sean, I agree with this. I actually forgot to mention the Seahawks. I like the one thing I will say, it's just the Seahawks is so hard to stack because when you play Lockett and DK together, like it sounds like it makes sense, but like they're negatively correlated and then Russ also just spreads the ball. So you have to basically guess. And this week I'd pick Metcalf. But yeah, I mean the Seahawks, Russ in a dome. I mean, oh man, God, you love to see it. You really do.
Murray or Lamar, FanDuel cash. I have Kyler. I think Lamar will be higher owned, but I like Kyler.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar's rushing
Leveraging off.
prop, I think, is like 70 yards or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's insane, man.
What's up? Leveraging Madison attack. Oh, no, I agree. I like him not playing Carson because of the state. I completely agree. Like I think in like cash, Madison makes like obvious sense. But yeah, like I probably will have. I make no 5 teams. Like I'll maybe have Madison in 1 or maybe 0. But I like the passing attack way better. By the way, speaking of that game should be popular. But I feel like people like won't play Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they
And he's
never
like,
do.
yeah, and I'm one of the haters too. Like I started playing him. Like
That's like
he's
the second week out of 3 that you've been interested in Kirk Cousins.
yeah, I know. In the first week, of course, he let me down. Just
touchdown calls, Eckler, Chase Claypool.
oh,
That's my 2. What about you, Sam?
Touchdown call, Kyle Pitts, and Justin Jefferson twice.
Nice. I knew Matt would like, if you guys are in our Discord, obviously Matt's been in there hyping Kyle Pitts all day. So I just tagged him in
Yeah.
the picture from Kyle Pitts' Instagram story where it was like his picture and it just said a breakthrough is coming soon. Like I knew Matt would love that. And he was just like, he was so excited.
Number 1, CJ, great call with that Ben DiNucci reference. That was nice. Keenan Clyde or Quad and Marvin. No, I thought that would be an easier one.
That's second one.
Yeah, probably. Even though I love Keenan Allen. Lamar, Brown, Andrews. No, that's the thing, dude. So I don't trust double stacking Lamar. I mean, I'm not saying that's like a bad play, but it's just really hard to imagine he like to get like that silly performance. Like, yeah, okay, like Lamar can go off, but to have both receivers kind of reach like a 20+ point threshold seems unlikely to me. But obviously, I don't know. Oh, AJ Brown, Taylor. Oh yeah, this guy gets it. Where's Alt? Yeah, I mean that's a good one.
Josh Allen double Gibson run back. I think that's perfectly fine. I was debating doing that with mine. I ended up using McLaurin, but for a while I had Gibson in mind. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I had like Gibson early week. I don't have any Gibson. I don't know what to make of that. It's hard. I mean, I wish Gibson was used all the time.
Joe, it's probably Madison even in tournaments, I think.
Depends on the lineup for me, but I would probably choose Najee. Unless your other part of your lineup is not like a chalk stack, then I would go at Madison.
If this was any other matchup, like I feel like it's a different story with Madison, but dude, Seattle gives up like the most plays per game. They just have a terrible defense. We know Mike Zimmer wants to run the ball, especially because they're 0-2. Like I feel like he's gonna come out and just make them run the ball.
The man is obsessed with running the ball. It's literally an epidemic. Just that is Alt. I knew it. He always saying
Alt. Let's go, baby.
Alt.
See,
awesome.
Alt. I respect Alt. All the people that have been here, I respect. We get these random new people come in here, tell me we're not exciting enough. What do they want us to do, bro? Get up and dance around? I don't know. What is he talking about? I'm answering fantasy football questions.
It's like, what do we have to do to get some respect?
Mooney's a great play, Mitchell. I really like Mooney. I think I have him on one of my 3, but early week I was really on him. I still think he's a really good play at his price tag.
Higbee, Marvin, Cincy, or Hawk? Definitely the first one for me. Yeah. Ben, you're not playing Osborne, right? Still.
No, I don't know, man. That's probably the number one player I got questions on this whole week. It was about Osborne. I just don't buy it. Like it's not that I think he's bad. It's just he's not even like I feel like the volume like really isn't there. Like last week he had that long touchdown. It was like the first play of the game or whatever it was.
Take that away.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and I don't like you don't need the savings. Like there's no McCaffrey. to spend up on at running back. There's no like the most expensive running back's Henry is like 8,700. Like you don't need someone that cheap, I feel like.
Thielen or Keenan? Well, I don't get that question. I mean, if you're second KC, I would do Keenan. Also, Thielen is just annoying.
Dude, Wentz is in a wheelchair, bro. How is he playing? I don't understand.
Like, I make that joke, but like, I'm not joking.
No,
like, the man.
He's gonna be out there with like, oh my god.
Yeah. What are we trying to prove here?
I don't know.
Like,
The amount of meds he probably had to take this morning is insane.
Oh, it's probably high as hell.
Yeah.
Cup and Michelle or Edmonds and Godwin? Edmonds and Godwin. I am not playing Sonny Michelle.
Yeah, Sony Michelle did not play him, Gary, please. Like,
Dude, not only that, like it's not like the match is a good one.
No.
Like the Bucks pass D might suck. Their run D does not.
Madison is the chalk, yes.
Yep. Eckler or Najee? Eckler.
Yeah.
Henry Clyde, Saquon Eckler.
Yeah, I like Saquon Eckler. I think first will be higher on though.
Field is probably the best point per dollar QB, I assume. I mean, although it could end up being Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Field's gonna have a bad game, like most definitely. But the thing is, like, it's not like you're playing Mac Jones, right? Like, Fields is gonna have like yards on the ground, so it's makes it a little bit less scary of playing him because he's gonna at least get you some points theoretically on the ground. But he definitely could have a bad game. I don't have Fields in any tournaments. I just have him in cash.
No. Sanders, Hardman, Van. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got burned by Sanders last week. I thought that was gonna be sick. Hardman is just too cheap, and it just the obvious pivot off like Tyreek and Kelsey, but like Hardman might not be good, but he does run a lot of routes. So I don't know. I like Van. I do worry that Van ends up like sneakier high on than I think, and that would make me like him less. But he's really cheap, and he's been really involved in the offense. He's actually run more routes than Woods.
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah, Van's that's like the perfect play, especially if you're not playing. Like if you're not stacking that game, like just play him as a one-off. I think that definitely is a good move.
Ty Scum, Sean, in my opinion, is the best play. I think he's gonna explode. Hopkins, I don't know. I'll probably get burned by this. Hopkins, I just know is not near 100%. Like he always plays, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have Hopkins in my Kyler team. I think I have Rondale.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna pay up for that expensive, and oh wow, Marlon Mack is a healthy scratch. All right, let's go Taylor. All right.
AJ, I think people will play both of them. To be honest, I don't think it will affect the ownership that much.
Ben, how expensive is Browns D on FanDuel?
They were like up top, I think. Let me pull it up. I think I have Patriots on FanDuel because no, actually, I think I have Titans.
Yeah, I just like never pay up even at all, and so
I like the Patriots
like
a little
Browns
bit.
Are fine. Yeah, I did
if
too.
you were gonna
that game is gonna
spend
be
up, yeah.
Why does Ben look so handsome? He looks handsome.
Yeah, bro, Spartan. I'm about to give you VIP in this chat.
Like that doesn't. Yeah, like, honestly, I'll give you all.
This guy's a legend.
Cup, Thielen, or Keenan. Okay, like everything considered, I would actually go Keenan, Cup, Thielen, just because Keenan will be like half the ownership. But like Cup is an elite player, obviously. Like if that makes any sense. Like Cup is probably the best wide receiver or top 3 wide receiver play, but Keenan's going to be so much less owned, and he's gone over 100 yards in both games too. So.
Yeah, Sean. No one's playing Mike Williams again. Like this happened last week. Like
my only problem is
it's crazy.
Solid, and I get them using it better, but like I can't play Mike Williams when Keenan Allen is only $200 more. Like over him, I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. But I think like so last week, Mike Williams was my number one play. Like just I had 100% of him. Like felt really good about him. I was talking to Anthony on Saturday. He's like, dude, no one's gonna play Mike Williams. I knew people weren't gonna play him, but I didn't know it was gonna be to the point where he was like 5% in cash.
Mm-hmm.
And now like the same thing's happening again, even though he had that huge game. So I still think he's a good play. Definitely, it's just like Mike Williams for me this week's Eckler. Like I just feel so good about Eckler this week.
Yes, when Ben's feeling it, you trust it. So I guess Sakura might fire up everywhere. Ridley Jefferson, yeah, I don't mind. I don't know why I prefer Pitts. I mean, maybe Matt just sold me, but I would never talk anyone off playing Calvin
Pitts is a
Ridley.
good play. Matt's right in the fact that you're getting a wide receiver in the tight end
Yeah,
spot, which is good. But then like I'll see people say stuff about Pitts and they're like, yeah, the Giants are giving up like these points to tight ends. Like he doesn't play tight end. So I don't care like what the Giants do against tight ends because he literally plays receiver.
dude, he literally like they don't even try to have him block. They're like, yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
but
care.
that was
Just
always
don't.
going to be the case. Like I don't know
Yeah,
why
exactly.
like I don't know why people are like surprised by that. That was like always going to be the case.
Manuel, I can't answer your question because I have been burned by Goff so many times that I literally like I am absolutely too biased. Like I can't. I will never play him again, but it's like I know that's stupid to say, but like I can't. I will. So Ben has to answer. I'll never play Goff ever again.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get on here and tout Jared Goff, but that's the type of play. If you're playing like the Millie Maker, sure,
Yeah,
why
you
not?
should.
You can literally play anybody in the Millie Maker. So no one's
And
gonna
to answer
own
your
that
question,
stack. So that's
to answer your
perfectly
question,
fine.
I would bring it back to Hollywood. Hollywood is like the biggest ceiling play if I was going to stack. I'd play some on the other side.
Dude, Trey Flowers is out for the Lions too. They literally have like no one on defense.
Wait, Flowers is even playing? Oh my god.
Flowers out. Oh
Okay, yeah.
my god.
It's 14.
Dude, the
I
Raven
mean,
that game really might smash over. Like if the Lions can put up points. I don't see how they're
yeah.
gonna stop Baltimore at all.
Sean, totally agree with the Boyd ownership. I think people are so enamored. I get it. Jamar Chase is sick, but like Boyd has a better matchup and like literally been targeted way more. I played Boyd last week, and not that he smashed, he was great. He was like 3% owned. I still think that's honestly still Burrow's favorite target, or like most reliable target. God,
Yeah,
I want the Bengals to win so.
I think they can win.
Ben, you're better at FanDuel. Answer that question's more for you.
Yeah, so the next two, Kevin, I would probably take the second one there. And then the next question on thoughts on Claypool and Cash, I would say on FanDuel, yeah, I have him in cash. I think he's too cheap. He's like 5,800. DraftKings, I don't think you need to play him in cash on DraftKings, but for FanDuel, definitely.
Titans or Bengals D. I think both are fine. If you have the cash for Titans, play them.
Yeah,
But if you
it's
don't, then
Titans if you have the
I'm
money,
probably
but
playing
I wouldn't like move my team around to get to Titans. Like
I'm
Bengals are fine.
probably playing up for Ty Scum. But if I would play the Titans too. Burrow and Cash. No, I just don't think it's necessary, honestly. And like the Steelers D, like is still not like bad, like at all. And like the Bengals O line is still horrible.
Hawks season this week in cash. Yeah. I think he'll
Mm.
probably be pretty high owned with like all the Ravens, defensive injuries news. Like I think him and Higbee will be the highest two on DraftKings.
Yeah.
So if you have the money, you have the 1,200, sure. I don't hate it.
No, it's funny actually. The next two, someone said favorite GPP wide receiver, and then someone said AJ. My favorite GPP wide receiver is AJ Brown. No one's gonna own him. He hasn't performed really the first 2 weeks. Would I play him in cash? Probably not, just because there's like a bit more. I think more higher floor, consistent plays. Godwin, Cup, things like that.
Yeah, I think mine's DK or Marvin Jones for GPP wide receiver.
For wide receivers in cash, I mean, I wouldn't like talk you out of it, but
yeah,
if you want like the mega build, it's going to be those 3 running backs.
Yeah, you can do it if
Thank
you
you.
want.
Yeah. See, Ben, here we go. Alt said Saquon's gonna have a good game, so let's go ahead and lock that. That's
Yeah, I know he is,
what more
man.
do you really, what more do you need at all? Like
I
that's
need
what
him
it
like
is.
not to score in the first quarter, so I don't just like lose my mind.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, Melissa's like the nicest person in the chat, so we
Very
should
nice.
get.
Yeah. Very
I'm gonna have to get her.
supportive.
Yeah,
Would you play Allen Eckler in cash? I mean, like I'm not, but I don't think that's
yeah.
like
You
dumb.
can definitely.
I think it's like a bad play. Cup Woods Higby in the same cash. Yeah, you could. I would probably choose two, but like I don't know.
If
My
you're
thing is, Ben,
playing
I'm
them,
playing
like just
three
play
of
Stafford.
yeah,
Like you have to play
exactly.
Stafford. I do think all those guys are gonna be chalky. But if you're
Yeah,
like if
exactly.
you need them all to have good games, you might as well just play Stafford.
Clyde or Drake? Never. Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, it's
Never.
Clyde.
Um,
I actually think Miami's gonna be in that game.
I think Miami actually might win that game.
Wait,
Wouldn't that
what
make
is
the
your
most
favorite
sense?
bet this week while we're on that topic? My favorite bet is the Rams. I think the Rams win outright today.
Oh, mine's in this, but keep in mind, people can think it's because Cook. It's not. I have hit like Seahawks money line and spread like a couple times.
Okay.
Just Russ in a dome, dude. He just pops off. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Lockett Cup or DJ Jefferson. But sorry, who's DJ?
I literally don't know.
Tony, who's DJ? I will answer that question, but I just don't know because I really hope we're not talking about Dave Johnson. Higby over Hawk.
On
Yeah,
the
for me.
slate.
Yeah, I know. Like damn. Full game stack with Herbert, Williams, Eckler, Allen. Wait, who's DJ? Is that?
Oh,
Oh,
he meant DK.
I assumed. No, that's what I assumed. I didn't want to be like. I was like, damn, am I just dumb? I don't know what player. I love like literally Metcalf. Jefferson is like my favorite like
Yeah, I
correlation
like the
stack.
second ones too.
Lockett, I get like, dude, Lockett, I can't do this with him anymore. Like, just
Ryan, I do think that's a bad idea in cash. Like, you only need so if you're playing cash, you need to beat 50% of people, right? Like, you don't have to come in first place. So, it's just no reason not to play cup. But in tournaments, sure, you can make that pivot easy.
Sean, I don't know if you're playing a million, I get it. Like full game stack, I've just always thought like a game stack can work everything. It's just really hard for me to imagine. Like,
Oh
so
man,
you have no. I mean, first of all, yeah, those guys are all sick, but like the odds of 6 guys in the same game having a ceiling that like would win a tournament is just so unlikely to me. And just like I know you're jamming in cheap guys, but like if you think about it, the rest of your guys in that lineup, like suck ass. So it's kind of like it's
so
hard to weigh. I don't know. It's just a
Devontae
lot of guys.
Booker is inactive. So it's literally Saquon and Gary Brightwell.
There we go. There
Oh
we go.
man, I'm gonna have to probably play him.
Matt knew. No, Sean, I get it. I'm not. I mean, yeah, certainly won't be owned. I'm just saying
I don't know who
it's
do I
wild
now.
shit.
I gotta move off someone, man. This is just so annoying.
Oh, good. Swift is active. I think that's sick. Listen, I think Gronk is a good play, especially with Antonio Brown out. But like, I don't know. Now at his price, like, is he gonna keep catching 2 touchdowns a game? I mean, probably not. I would play him in a stack for sure. Ben, you playing any Gronk?
I didn't end up with any this week, but I think he's completely fine. Once again,
Yeah.
people just don't like guys that get red zone looks apparently. But
No, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to be like, oh, he's a way better player than like Hawkinson, who's 52.
yeah, that's kind of like the dilemma.
Hawk and Kelsey. I mean, do you ever play double tight end really in cash? I don't, but
Nah, tournaments
again, Kelsey is your
you can definitely do that in tournaments.
yeah. God, I forgot that. Of course, the Vikings games in the afternoons. There's
Dude, this is so annoying, bro.
yeah, Saquads might be a lock, but
Yeah, I mean that like I mean he already was a good play, but I mean that definitely
right. But now it's like not to mention like if among everything else, like now you have like they clearly are trusting.
they clearly feel very confident in him. Saquon over Eckler, FanDuel Cash, yes. I think you can play both, but yeah, Saquon and Madison, you have to play in FanDuel Cash, I think. Oh, thank you. I love Marvin Jones too. This is a great call.
Like if there's just a guy who gets it, it's all,
I
and
know.
that's just what it is. I mean, Marvin, yeah, I like I will say, man, like I was gonna play Marvin in cash. Like I don't think I need the savings anymore, but I love Marvin. Gary, for me, it's the second one. Definitely Metcalf and the Bengals.
Bro, this is just like now I have to move. I feel like I have to move off DK now, and I just don't want to.
For anyone who hasn't seen this stream before, it's the Ben. This is the part of the stream where
Yeah,
Ben just like
this
he's
always
listening and
happens
reading,
too.
but he's stressing. Like he's so annoyed at like he had the nuts and now he has to build the new nuts.
It happens every week.
Yeah, like it's just
And I win more than
like,
I lose normally, so like I don't know why I like get
Yeah.
so mad about it, but it's just so annoying. Rondale Moore, John, 100% if you like, not even close for me.
Chubb. I mean, yeah. Again, we were talking earlier. I don't like. I like him, and he'll be like sub 5%. But like, I would only play him if I was playing like 8 or more teams. I might have him on one, but I wouldn't play him if I was just playing like 3.
Dustin, thank you. We appreciate you watching. I much prefer you to that guy earlier. So thank you.
He was hurtful.
No, it was actually kind of funny, to be honest.
Oh, it was absolutely funny, but it was hurtful. Is Madison a must? I mean, like, not a must as in like if you don't play him, you might as well just close your computer. But like, I wouldn't avoid him because it's like even if he sucks, it doesn't really matter because everyone else is gonna play him anyway.
Mixon not in cash, Bo, but tournaments. I think that's a good tournament play. No one's gonna play him.
Literally, out of Mixon, and that will burn me. Shepard. Oh yeah, Gary's on the same page. Yep. Shepard with Galladay active, but since he's always glass, he'll probably be hurt already, like before the game even starts. So yeah, I like Shepard.
Oh, you DM'd me the nuts. I don't know if you mean like your lineup or like the other way, but hopefully it was your lineup.
So I'm just really trying to check these inactives here.
Oh, I'm playing Sermon.
Yeah,
I just had to trade for Sermon in a big league because I have McCaffrey, and my only running backs really were McCaffrey and Damian Harris, and then I had like Pollard and AJ Dillon on the bench. So I literally just had to trade for Sermon, which I didn't want to do, but I had to.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, I would feel way better about the rest of my day if you would drop Latavius Murray. Like, literally, he's the worst ever. Just as a person, as a leech, as oh my god.
Aaron, thank you.
So bad.
I've seen you in here a long time. I appreciate that. Mixon, Barkley, or Godwin cash on DraftKings? That's quite the question. I would be curious to see what the rest of your team looks like. I would throw Mixon out, so you're deciding between Barkley and Godwin. I would assume. They said about
5 minutes ago.
I don't know, man.
It's Barkley as a 5.
Wait, what'd you say?
Dude, here. Okay. Godwin is in like this elite spot. He's gonna be chalk. I get it. Like AB's out, but at the same time, like I think I love him this week too, but like, would it shock anyone to have Brady throw 4 touchdowns and one's to Evans, one's to Gronk, one's to Scotty Miller, and then one's to like
Oh yeah,
Leonard Fournette?
yeah, that definitely can
Like,
happen.
no, like that would so not shock me at all. Whereas quads, oh man, what a nut spot. Oh my god.
Well, GG's.
Oh,
Guess I can't play DK, man. This is terrible.
Wait, what?
I can't play Metcalf if I have to get to Saquon.
Yeah, I mean we have to get to Saquon.
Oh.
Daniel Jones with Shepard, Metcalf, and Godwin. Yeah, I love that. I like literally have 3 of the 4 players on that.
Yeah,
in that
Gary.
league.
I know AC is on Daniel Jones as well.
Oh no.
He's
What?
not he's not in his main team, but he is on him.
All right, there we go. There we go.
He was on him for like main team for a while, but
Oh, good. So he got off of him. Oh wow, he might be the
yeah.
nuts.
Can you guess AC's his core plays QB? Can you guess it?
Yeah, who are the 7 most projected high owned players? Yeah, that's. No, sorry, man. Like 6 high owned players, and then I'll have like Harrison Bryant. Harrison Bryant's
so accurate, bro. And then he just wins all the money. Like it just makes no sense.
No, like he'll win all the money, but like not because of Harrison Bryant, but then he'll brag about his well on Harrison Bryant play. Najee Harris and Cash, I don't mind it, but like I'm gonna keep saying I would play Saquon for $100 less. Ingram, no, just because I think he's injured still. Where are we at? Metcalf or Lockett for me, yeah, but that means Lockett will probably score twice.
So how I normally, if I'm not stacking the Seahawks, I typically play the cheapest one. So this week that's Metcalf.
I don't know why he's cheaper either. That makes no sense to me. DK pricing is so reactionary.
Yeah, CJ,
right.
I pretty much was looking at that, but I don't know. I kind of like to get the one. I don't want to play like the actual chalk. Like I know Eckler's not going to be high owned, so that's like a little bit of a separator for me, but I like to get like one other guy. So I might pick like I might not do that. I might I don't know, I might do something else. Something a little bit weird. We'll see.
If I'm stacking the Ravens, I would only run back with one. I would either choose Hawkinson or I'd choose Swift, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
The only problem with Swift is stupid Jamal Williams is just there, but it's okay. The only problem I have, what's like, how expensive is Hawkinson on FanDuel?
FanDuel, he's essentially the same price as Pitts. I think
like,
they're like
on
62, 63.
My only thing was like on DK, for instance, like I know he's a top target, but like if he's 5,200, I mean, he's got to score, in that like 22 to 25 point range to get you like a tournament winning type thing. It just sometimes is hard with dusty ass Goff back there. It's like hard to know if he can get to that threshold, but I don't know. I was 63 on FanDuel. Okay.
Kevin, even if Cook's active, like that's not going to change people playing Madison, I don't think, because it just doesn't sound like he's really going to play much. So.
All right, where's these other inactives? Yeah, I don't know. Like we were saying earlier, yeah, I don't know. Like Osborne, like it's not like he's like locked into this like it's been 2 games. I wouldn't say he's like locked into this 20% target share or something. It's like not like that at all.
Jonathan Taylor
or Gibson. I like Jonathan. I like him better personally.
I guess it
I
would
like
depend on
Gibson,
your
but I just don't
team.
trust how they're using him.
There's a little bit of price difference, but I don't know. I might take Gibson.
J.D. McKissick would go away. I'd take Gibson.
Yeah, see, but Gibson still plays 70% of the snaps. Like it's not like he plays more snaps
Yeah.
than Chubb, you know? But people give him like this
Yeah,
bad
exactly.
reputation.
Solid.
But the whole 2-minute drill thing, not having Gibson in, is stupid.
It's ridiculous. Clyde, DK, Eckler, Marv. Wow, dude. CJ, come on, man. That's a tough one. And what would you choose? I assume you choose Eckler, Marvin.
Yes.
I might choose Clyde, DK because I'm obsessed with Metcalf. Random weird touchdown call.
Pat Fryermuth. I'm being
That's
dead.
hilarious.
I'm being dead serious. Dude.
That's why it's so funny because I know you're not kidding. I'll go Javonte Williams.
Oh yeah, CJ. I don't know. I'm messing around with some stuff. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess Ben is very shook right now. If you can't tell,
This literally happens every
like
week.
everything he thought he knew, he all of a sudden knows nothing. He's talking about playing Mac Jones and cash with the Patriots staff with no Mara run back.
Henry and Cash, yeah, he's gonna be pretty high owned, I would say.
All right, we got a couple minutes left, I think. Like I said, Ben is so shook right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, get last minute questions in. We'll answer those. If you guys are subscribers, I'll probably update DraftKings core. FanDuel will stay the same. I don't think I need to move anything there. I need a legit guess from you about Anthony's quarterback though, because I have to. I'm about to type his score in live on the stream.
Wait, his main. You said he's team or the quarterback?
Quarterback.
If it's Baker Mayfield, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's not.
Thank God. I'm gonna guess his QB is Kyler.
Nah.
Okay, let's just run down the chalk real quick. Lamar.
Nope.
Okay, wait, hard second. Someone who makes no
DJ
sense.
Chark. I like Marvin still, I think.
Oh, please tell me his quarterback is like Tom Brady.
No, it's Stafford.
I had him in cash for a while, but now that I moved off him in cash, I love.
Would you guys bench Mike Evans for Chase Claypool for season long?
I would not.
I think I would.
Would you? I just think like it's just I don't know.
I like Claypool.
I don't know your. I know I do too, and I think everyone will. But at the same time, like it's not like I just feel that Evans is a way more defined role, whereas like Claypool can pop off, and then also will just randomly have like no.
Right.
Plus, Ben is literally done.
I know. Kevin, I like Rams are my favorite bet this week. I think Rams win outright.
I do too. If he wants to throw a patch, yeah. See, I agree. I mean, honestly, I saw someone say, I mean, if you want to get like really weird, like Millie Maker style, like you could play Lawrence. I'd play like Marvin and like Chenault.
Yeah, Marvin is such a good play.
Dude,
I was
so worried about Shadow and Jalen Ramsey. Like Jalen Ramsey is
they
not
move him around. Like it's not like 5 years ago with like he was on one guy. Like they actually do move him around a little bit. So
yeah.
Like the last time they played them, he was on Evans a lot, but I mean they'll move him around.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be like the whole game. He's just on Evans.
Evans doesn't line up in the same part of the field every play. Like that's the other thing. Like it's not they move around. Like especially Brady's offense. Like oh my God, they're always moving around.
All right, guys. I think that about does it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a lot of questions today. We appreciate that. If you have any further questions, get in the Discord. It's free. You can ask us some questions in there. I'll be in there up until lock. I'm gonna debate what I'm gonna do with my core plays. I'm gonna post an update for that. But good luck to all you guys this week. Hopefully, you guys see some green, and we'll see you guys next week.